I'm Sean White, and today we're meditating on the one exercise I recommend. I think I've been pretty adamant about the fact that I don't particularly enjoy working out. Right? You'll most likely never catch me inside a gym anytime soon. You know, I do have my workout routine that I do during the week, but if given the choice, I'd rather go out for a paddle or go out for a hike or something that, you know, keeps my body moving and I enjoy a lot more. Now, that being said, there is one exercise that I do recommend to clients or anyone unfortunate enough to ask my opinion on anything. So let's find out what that is. A few weeks ago, I saw a meme online that was making fun of doing squats. And they were asking, you know, what purpose they served. And I thought to myself, yeah, I have no need of ever doing a squat ever. Seriously though, while I don't spend a lot of time exercising, when I do, I work in a lot of functional exercises, and in particular, ones that mimic movements that I do while being active. Now, I do a lot of paddleboarding, and that requires a lot of core and lower body engagement. So I tend to work squats into my routine a couple of different ways, for reasons that we're going to explain. But that's just for me. You may not paddleboard at all. So then why would I recommend doing squats? You might just think of squats in regards to weightlifters or someone trying to get a toned and firm butt before bathing suit season. But they really are beneficial in so many ways. Squats are really good for helping to strengthen our lower body. Your glutes, quadriceps, hamstrings, adductors, hip flexors, calves, you know, they're all responsible for a lot of the movements that we make. You know, in the little montage I just showed, you can see how we actually perform squats quite frequently already in our daily life. So making sure that we keep our lower body strong is very important, especially for seniors. Decreased lower body strength is a major contributing factor to falls as we get older, and it has been reported that 1 out of 4 adults over the age of 65 will be involved in a fall, and 1 out of 5 of those falls will result in a serious injury such as broken bones or a head injury. So anything that we can do to prevent that is going to be great for our overall health. Now, squats are also going to help strengthen your core muscles. Having good, strong core muscles can make everyday movements like turning, bending, and even standing easier, as well as improving your balance, helping with lower back pain, and making it easier to maintain good posture. Now, all of this is going to help reduce the risk of injury and improve our physical capabilities. Not bad for one little exercise. So we're going to be looking at performing squats a couple of different ways, more from the perspective of strengthening our bodies to be healthy rather than from a weightlifting bodybuilding perspective. So let's look at different types of squats that we can do. Let's start easy and work our way up, right? The first thing that we're going to do is an exercise called sit to stand. Now, start by sitting in a chair, preferably one with armrests. Lean forward slightly and rise to a standing position. Make sure you don't lean too far forward here. You know, we don't want to fall forward. Stand for a couple of seconds, ensuring you have your balance. Then to sit, make sure you can feel the back of your calves against the chair and lower yourself down into the chair slowly while leaning forward slightly. Now, make sure you move slowly and with purpose, right? Don't just drop back into the chair. We want to make sure that we're engaging our muscles while we're doing this. Now, if you need help, you can use the armrest for balance or to help lift yourself up, you know, with your arms. We want to get to a point where we're comfortable enough that we don't need to hold on to anything for balance, but in the beginning, we want to make sure that we're being safe. Now, start by doing 10 of these or as many as you can do comfortably, right? We don't want to push ourselves too hard in the beginning of anything that we do. Now, if you're comfortable with doing sit to stand, we're going to move on and we're going to start doing a traditional squat, right? So start by having your feet shoulder width apart. Slowly bend your knees while keeping your torso erect and your back straight, right? We don't want to bend forward or arch our backs. Think of keeping your body in line with itself, your shoulders above your knees and your knees above your feet. Lower down into your knee joints and your hip joints are nearly equal. We don't want to go down further than that. Now, if you can't lower yourself down that far, that's completely okay. You're just getting started. You need to make sure that you're going at your own pace. So from there, we're going to slowly rise back up, making sure that we keep our torso and back erect again, right? You should really feel your muscles working, while you're doing this. Once again, we'll start by doing 10 of these or as many as you can comfortably do. Now, you can always do less, take a break, and then do another set, or just work it into your day and then, do them sporadically. Now, that's the basic squat, so let's talk about doing some variations. If you don't feel like your balance is great, start by holding on to the back of a chair, right? It's the same range of movement, but it's a lot safer. The last thing we want to do here is to have a fall, right? So make sure you're being safe as you can while doing this or any other exercises. Next, if you're finding a basic squat a little easy, you can add some weight into it, right? You can use dumbbells, kettlebells, or even soup cans if you don't have any of those. Adding a little weight is going to increase the intensity and make it a little harder and work your muscles a little bit more. Now, you can also raise your arms out straight in front of you as you lower down to engage your upper body a little bit more, right? Start empty-handed and then work in some weight if you're finding it easier. And the last variations are a chop squat and a lateral chop squat. For the chop squat, start with both hands together over your head and bring them down between your knees as you lower into your squat. Raise them back up over your head as you rise back up. Now, the lateral chop squat is the same thing, but start with your hands over one shoulder and then lower them across your body to the opposite knees as you lower into your squat. You'll raise them back up over the shoulder that you started at as you rise back up. Now, I do this one a lot because it mimics the motion of paddleboarding. So this is one of the ones I work in. For both of these, start empty-handed and work some weight in, as you feel comfortable. Now, the one thing I do have to stress here, and this is very important, is that you should consult your doctor before starting any exercise routine. Right? I'm trying to give you all the variations so you can start slow and safe and then work into it. But if you've had issues with balance or a previous fall, hip or knee replacements, you want to make sure that it's not going to be an issue doing these or any other exercises for that matter. Right? Also, in the beginning, have a partner is always a good idea. This is why weightlifters have spotters, because sometimes things go wrong and it's better to have someone there if it does. Not only is it safer, it's usually a lot more fun to have someone around to work out with. So I hope this has given you a few things to think about. Like I said, I'm not a fan of working out, so I like to pick my battles, and doing things like this helps keep me strong and able to do the things that I like to do. Now, speaking of likes, if you like this video, then click the like button and share it with your friends. And if you want to hear more of what I got to say, then subscribe, turn on notifications, and find out when new videos are coming out. And leave me some comments down below. Do you do squats? Do you hate squats? Do you love squats? Let me know. And until we speak again, be well, be safe, and be kind, everybody.